Did you just hear Andy? He said, "I'm already crying." It's probably true for those of you who were there last night and heard my dad say that both of us, I think, got the gift of gab from my mother and the gift of, well, I don't know if it's a gift, sorry, Dad, but the crying from my father. So I am going to try and get through this. I'm Shane, and I'm Andy's older sister. I used to say, well, I guess I say older because I'm not his bigger sister. And we actually were the same size for a while. It might be hard to believe, but when I was 5 and he was 3, everybody thought that we were twins. And so we'd go along and people would ask if we were twins, and then I turned 6 and he turned 4, and I stayed the same size and he grew to this. So, anyways, I want to start out actually first by saying thank you guys for getting married here. It's a beautiful location. It's absolutely lovely. And thank you so much to the Spires family for, where are you guys? Thank you, there you are, for putting on such a lovely event. And last night was fantastic, and tonight is absolutely beautiful. So thank you guys very much. It's been a pleasure. So I'm going to tell a couple stories about Andy. Growing up in a military family, it was often just the two of us hanging out and having fun together, and we did that a lot. So one of the first things that is a favorite story of mine, and it's a video that unfortunately we don't have, or fortunately for you, we don't have to share today. But Andy always tagged along with some of my friends, and my friends and I like to make music videos. We like to dance to Madonna and put on the tape recorder or the video camera and just groove out to Madonna or Bon Jovi or whatever. And Andy always liked to tag along. And one day we decided we needed to do a countdown. And so Andy was going to be Casey Kasem. So I don't know if any of you guys, I don't know if that dates myself or whatever, but Andy was going to be Casey Kasem. So we had this big white wicker box, and Andy stood behind it like it was his podium, in his spiky hair and his black tank top. And he was about 7 or 8, I think, and I was like 10. And so you hear this voice say, "Hi, I'm Casey Kasem." And then Andy says, "Hi, I'm Casey Kasem," in his prepubescent voice. So it turned out I was hiding behind the white wicker thing, feeding him his lines, because he didn't quite know what he was supposed to be saying as Casey Kasem. And to this day, when I look at it, I just crack up. So I'm, "Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. Hi, I'm Casey Kasem. Welcome to the Top 10 Countdown. This is the Top 10 Countdown. The first song is, and we kind of went on, and then Andy thought he was really cool and he'd do it himself. So then I'd say, "Okay, the number 7 song is, the number 7 song is," so he got his own little groove going. So it was pretty cute, it was pretty funny. Andy also has a sentimental side. When I went off to, I graduated from college, and I went off to work in Connecticut. So I was all the way, we were living in Seattle, and I was all the way across the country in Connecticut. And this is where I'm not gonna look at Andy. So he wrote me a letter, and he gave me a candle, and it had 2 wicks in it. And the letter said, "One of the wicks is you, and one of the wicks is me. And if you ever get lonely, light the candle and think of me, and I'm there with you." And I still have that letter, and it's stained with lots of tears. So he has a really sentimental side too. That's not to say that our growing up was perfect, because he was my younger brother, so he was kind of a brat sometimes. But actually, I'm realizing now that I'm older, he was actually really, really smart, and it just drove me crazy. That was part of it. So I think I had bought my first car, and it was a Jetta that had a video or a tape cassette in it. And Andy said, "Hey," and Andy had his car at the time as well, which was a 1976 Saab, a hand-me-down, and it had a CD player in it. And Andy said, "Well, don't you want a CD player? It's kind of better than this tape player." And I said, "Oh yeah, I want the CD player. Thank you, that'd be awesome." He's like, "Yeah, we should just switch. I'll take the tape player, you take the CD player." I'm like, "Wow, Andy, you are so nice. This is great." Yeah, little did I know that then he turned around and asked for Christmas for one of those like 5-disc chargers that he could put in the back that hooked into the tape player. So really, it was all about what was more advantageous for him. So of course, when I found that out, I was just fit to be tied, totally pissed off at him, as usual. But anyways, it's really more about him being just way smarter than I am, is what it comes down to. So, and Alicia is, I'm just going to skip over now to Alicia before I tell any more stories about Andy. Alicia is just a wonderful, wonderful addition now to our family. And when she came up for Christmas last year, was one of the first times I really got to kind of watch her interact with our family. And she just jumps right in, as most of you guys know. She's just such a kind, great person. Jumps right in with all the kids, plays around, has fun, jumps right in to do dishes, to help out. Whatever anybody needs of her, she does. At my wedding, she was actually stepped in to be our wedding consultant. And she helped the day of tell everyone where to go down the aisle, make sure we had everything. It was amazing. She just steps right in, and it's just a perfect compliment to Andy, a perfect compliment to our family, and I'm just really excited to have you as a sister-in-law. It's going to be a great future. Anyways, so we'd like you guys to lift your glasses to a fantastic couple, to a long, happy life together, lots of love, and lots of laughter. Cheers.